Hello everyone, we're doing a test. I'm really bad at filming things. I'm here in my corner and we're gonna answer some questions about contortion and training. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like filming videos. I think I'm like too shy. So someone asked me about my training, what it looks like now. I think the last video I filmed was last January. So lots has changed. I have been dealing with, or have dealt with a little bit of issues with my back, hips, mainly my left hip, which is something that I've dealt with before. But more back issues and a few shoulder issues. At first, like on my left shoulder, and then my right. And then this summer, I injured my chin, or I had a cyst on my chin that grew pretty large and got inflamed and then burst. So that was fun. And I couldn't do chest stands for a while with that. And I think that was part of the issue that affected my upper back stiffness, as well as training more handstands. So we won't linger on injuries or anything, but what my training looks like now is I'm training now at a circus gym, and they're open Monday to Friday. So I try to go there at least 3 or 4 times a week to train. I really like training in the morning. So usually when I get up, I'll do my physio, because I've been going to see a physiotherapist who's a circus artist and works with circus artists. And that's been really, really helping. If you're on the hypermobility spectrum like me, so your tendons and things are a little bit looser than other people, sometimes those tendons and things try to tighten or get tight just because they're trying to stabilize your loosey, noodly body. And then releasing too much of that with acupuncture or massage, it can make you kind of tighter sometimes. At least that's my experience recently, is that the more I tried to release certain things, the tighter and more in pain I would feel, because I didn't go and actually address the root of the problem, which was underlying weaknesses in other structures around. So my quadratus lumborum, basically just above my left hip, there's 2 long muscles. The left one was really, really tight, and some of my little muscles in my spine, my core, like abdominals and inner thighs a little bit, especially on the left, those are a little bit weaker. It's a bunch of things. So I've been going to see a physio and going back to do more Pilates and very mindful, slow movements that engage the right things. And that's been really, really helping me and my issues and pain. And if you're dealing with something like that, then I'd really recommend finding a good physio. I did have not great physios before, but this is like, I don't have the money for it right now, but I'm like investing in my body, so I'm trying to do that. So I get up in the morning and I'll make coffee, obviously, first thing, most important thing for me. And then I'll do my physio, and then it'll kind of wake me up, and I'll do my abs, and then I'll go to Kazan to train. I'll try to train contortion. I'm trying to reduce my deeper bending. If I train contortion, what my training looks like is I'll do legs, so my splits and my hips warm up. I try to keep that really active. I'm working a lot on squaring my hips, and keeping my left hip balanced and doing things really to warm that up. And then I'll move on to warming up my shoulders and my upper back, doing, again, really things that are active. And then obviously do like cobra rolls, and I have some like specific homework that I need to do for that. And I'm working a lot on my hamstring engagement, hamstring when my hips are open, so hamstrings and hip extension, for positions like snaps, when you put your feet behind your arms, so that triple fold kind of position, and for my handstands as well, and form stand snaps and things like this. So that's how my warm-up starts, and then I'll get into cobras, bridges. I'll usually do like a forearm stand and a chest stand before I get into handstand. Sometimes I'll do like just jumping into split and do some split and switches. That's a nice wake up too. And then I'll just try to choose and focus on a few skills. So moving from a handstand skill that I'm working on to chest stands and snaps and triple fold stuff. I'm also reworking like my knee bridge, triple fold entry from knee bridge. And if you're not sure, you can always go on my Instagram and see like the terminologies of things. I know is different for everybody. If you're not a contortionist, you'll be like, what the heck is she talking about? Basically, I'm just trying to work on deeper advanced skills. And so I do warm up and then I go and work on those skills. And I try to do a few days that is a bit more shoulder stuff. So skills that are a bit more in the shoulders and the upper back, and sometimes skills that are more like split based things. And when I cool down, I'll usually just decompress my spine and then do a bit more abs and straight handstand things. I'm going back to doing 2-minute bendy handstand holds for my endurance, and working a lot too on my snake in handstand, basically where you're like sitting on your, trying to sit on your head in a handstand. We're crazy contortionists, we're crazy. And then I've been trying to do straight handstand drills in the afternoon, or at least I do my straight handstands, the drills that I have to personally do. I do that every day, and I'll try to also do push-ups for conditioning, and basically the homework that my coaches have given me, and that I like to do the straight stuff in the afternoon. I've been trying to take a few days off in the weekend, so today I just taught and did my physio in the morning, and then I just go for a lot of walks. I love walking, and obviously if you know me, I love swimming, and I think I said that in before. Now I'm officially a mermaid, so if you want to hire me as a mermaid, please do. I freaking love being a mermaid. I'm living out the nickname that my friends call me, and I love it. So that's kind of what my training looks like right now. I'm always figuring it out. I think I alluded to this in the previous one. It's just me being confused about life and training. Training is kind of my life right now, which I love and sometimes hate. And I'm always working on balancing that. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I love being able to train at a circus gym because all my friends are there, and I'm always meeting new people, and I get to hang out a little bit or see like my beautiful coach train. My handstand coach trains there, so it's really nice to like see her, and then sometimes she'll be like give me a correction, and I'm like, oh yes. And I love it. And there's some very inspiring artists there. During the fall, I did join a regular gym, the Y, near my place, and I was doing a bit more running and cardio. I do sprints, and I did some weights and deadlifts, I think it's called, like where you're lying down on the bench and you're bench pressing. Because for handstand push-ups, I'd love to do more. I don't really have access to weights that much, and I'm really kind of focusing on my physio right now. And then I did get a grant to work with my contortion coach Sam, and to learn stilts. So I also stilts walk now. So that was a busy month of late February, March. March was really busy for training and things. And now I try to train 5 tougher days of really dedicated work during the week, and then the weekend I'm trying to keep it chill, doing my straight handstand 6 days a week, and then give my wrists a little bit of a break. Also on straight handstand days, I'll work on my Crocs. So that's the one where you hold on your elbows, and obviously I'm trying to do my physio every day. So that's kind of what my training looks like right now. It's always going to be changing when you're discovering contortion. Like when I first started, I was only training once a week contortion, and then maybe twice, and playing around with a few stretches progressively more and more as I fell in love with it. And during the pandemic, obviously much more as I let go of ballet. And yeah, now I would love to do more dance classes and things, but finances are tight right now for me personally. So yeah, so that's my training. If you have any comments or questions regarding contortion, I know it's kind of difficult to, everything's in my head in terms of like the drills and exercises that I do and the corrections that I personally have. The way I structure my intensives, my group classes that are 90 minutes long, is that same, very similar warm up of legs, shoulders, upper back, general back, and then working on a skill, and then we cool down. Although when I train, it's twice as long usually. It's 3 hours, 2 hours minimum, and I'll really focus on, I'll probably do a lot more abs, and then I'll go really deep in my skills. And sometimes my warm-up is shorter. If I feel good, I'll just work on my skills more quickly. So that's what training looks like. It's not always like, sometimes I'm like a grumpy person when I'm starting to warm up, and then I get into it, especially if I'm listening to music. So that's what training looks like, but it's, as an athlete or as someone who does it professionally, it changes. And it's going to change too if you're on a show, or if you're doing gigs, or if you have shoots during the week or evening or whatever. You're going to change like the way your schedule is. So right now, I'm just training, and in the next month I'm going to film some stuff, do some shoots this week coming up, get some reels done, and contact some agencies and for representation as contortionist, model, mermaid, stilt walker, all that jazz. And yeah, and see if I could get some performance work. So if you are a company and you are looking for a contortionist, model, mermaid, and stilts walker, although stilts walker is like low down, like I feel way more confident as a model, contortionist, mermaid, and dancer than stilts walker. But yeah, if you need, I'm trying to vary my skills, and here we are on YouTube. And yes, if you have any comments or you want me to have another little chat, let me know. I'll link my Patreon below. I share a few tutorial videos, and I'm trying to just keep updating that. Also my Instagrams, I have one for modeling, one for contortion, and I also have one just for my own photography that no one really follows, it's just for me. And my Substack, if you want to know about classes and newsletters. I have a few classes running right now, and the next one is going to be, I think I'm going to do another chest stand or intro to chest stand for people that are interested in learning chest stands the safe way. I really care about teaching as safely as I can people that are learning, having been injured myself and started as an adult and things like this. I really want everybody to come in and enjoy it and really train properly. So yes, and if there's anything that I missed or any topics, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yes, that's it. I hope this video was okay with my new ring light that my friend gave me. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day, and I hope that you just put this on the background and watch me wriggle around and just listen to my voice if it's soothing in any way. Have a lovely day, and yeah, peace.